Hey guys, so this is about to be the most candid random video I've ever made. I'm crying! For those of you who don't know, which I feel like everyone knows, I'm pretty sure I'm like choking on something. For those of you who don't know, I've been battling depression since I was 14, I'm gonna say 14 years old. And I'm not depressed right now, so I don't want you to think that. Instead, I am feeling full of emotion, and for those of you who don't really know like too much about depression, it's not necessarily that you're sad, it's more of, I mean, it is, some people can be, you know, that's usually, especially the start to depression is a consistent sadness, and, you know, if it's something that you're not born with, that's not a chemical imbalance in your brain, it's usually circumstantial. And, usually that leads to not feeling any emotions whatsoever. And right now I'm feeling everything, like literally everything. I knew I needed to make a video today. I knew that I didn't want to not tell you guys what was going on with my week. I promised you guys all updates during my week here, so I figured, well, now's my free time, and even though I'm crying, I'm still gonna film a video anyway. So I have to be honest, I'm having the most awesome week of my entire life, and that is almost scary for someone who battles what I battle, because, you know, thinking of like going back to like, you know, your normal life and leaving all of these amazing people that I've met, you know, within the past, I would say since about Friday. Friday I was still home and packing and stuff like that, and I went out with a good friend, and since then, like literally that moment until now, I'm like, I was on like cloud 50, like just happy as heck, like I couldn't be happier. And I come into my room today after we had rehearsals. My roommate is actually out to eat with her family, and she invited me to go out to eat, but I was like, I actually have a few things to do, like, you know, just meet me back at the room, like whenever you're done. And of course, so that gives me like 5 minutes by myself, so what do? I start thinking, of course. And so I'm sitting here thinking, and I just start crying because I'm not ready for any of this to be over, and I'm not ready to leave any of these amazing people that I've met. I mean, I feel like I've met my absolute best friend this week, and that's my roommate, thankfully. My mom is texting me. I'll answer in a minute. Yeah, so my roommate has become like my best friend. I've honestly like rotated quite a few people in my life within the past week, and it's been one of the most amazing decisions that I've ever made in my entire life. And to meet all of these girls and for them to make you all feel like you have a reason to be here, and you know, everyone's obviously so passionate about different things, but everyone cares about everyone's passion, so it's really just about the fact that they are also all spreading love, and they are technically all spreading my platform about the Love is Louder organization through their organization and through the way that they treat other people, including me, which is kind of ironic. And anyway, so enough about that rant. I just love all of them, and I'm currently in my favorite city. If you guys didn't know, Washington, D.C. is actually my favorite city. I just think it's really amazing that one city in particular can be so patriotic, and you can really see what our country is built upon here. And I don't want to go home. Like, I don't want to go home. And not that I'm going home today. I'm not. Friday is actually finals, and depends on what goes on then. You know, we'll see what happens then, and then whatever. If I make it to top 5, I stay on till Saturday, and if I don't, then I come back home on Saturday, and if I win by some miracle chance, I stay until I believe like Monday. If I think that's until Monday. But you know, I'm sitting here, and I've been actually crying for the past few days, and I have to be honest, I haven't cried in forever. Like, I haven't cried in so long. And actually, the first night that I started crying, it was because I was sad, but one of the coolest things about it was that I was sad. And I mean, for those of you who don't understand depression, the lack of emotion that you have when you are depressed is like, it's really hard to understand unless you're going through it, but you really don't have much emotion. It's not just a feeling sad, it's just kind of feeling completely empty for that matter. So I felt sad, and because I was sad, I was happy. And I know that sounds really strange, but I was actually sad because I was like I missed someone, and I was also like scared, and it was like a few just different things going on in my mind, and that's why I started crying. But yeah, you start to feel like all of these different emotions, and so I started crying because I was sad, and then I was crying because I was happy that I was sad, because I was actually able to feel. And to me, that is like the most amazing thing in the entire world, is when you're able to just like feel it all. So my purpose to this video is to tell you guys that if you are feeling sad or down in any way for any reason, whatever it is, of course you're not alone. And I think, you know, that's the thing you hear most when you're sad, is people are like, you're not alone, don't worry. And sometimes it's like, I don't care if I'm not alone, that doesn't help, you know. But I want you to know that you should feel that. It's okay to feel the ups and downs, you know. I think the beauty of happiness is more accentuated when you feel that sadness too, because then you're able to appreciate that so much more. You're able to appreciate that happiness and that joy, and you can't feel one emotion without the other. You can't like just choose to feel happy and you know, have this wall up with being sad. When you put a wall up with your emotions, you're putting a wall up with every single emotion, whether that's being sad, happy, confused, it doesn't matter what it is. You cut them off completely. And the most beautiful way to completely live your life is to completely feel absolutely everything. And even if that means that I'm sitting here crying right now, and maybe I can't pinpoint my finger on it why, aside from the fact that I don't want to leave here in a few days, I'm just grateful that I can feel that. I'm grateful that it's not numb to me, because that's never something that should be numb to me. And whatever it is that you're experiencing should never be numb to you. And I don't care who tells you that, you know, you're too sensitive, or you're too emotional, or you're too this, or you're too that. You're never too much or too little of anything. You're perfect. When you were born, you were you. And if society changed you, you are 1000% capable of going back to being you. You know, one thing I'll never let anyone do is tell me that I'm ever too sensitive again. Or actually, one of my, side note, I feel like I'm about to go on a rant right now. On my judge's bio for Miss World America, it says, what is your favorite motto? And I always say, when someone tells you no, you're talking to the wrong person. And I also mean that as far as emotions. If you tell me no as to who I am, if you say that I'm not good enough, like I kind of don't care. Like, I have to be completely honest with you. I just don't care, because now I can live because I'm being me, and I'm feeling what I'm feeling, and you know, that's okay. It doesn't matter. So yeah, that's kind of my rant there. I know that was like a little long and kind of all over the place, whatever. But that's that. Actually, yeah, that's that. I'm not going to go on another rant. I was just about to, but I'm going to stop myself. So yeah, sorry, that was gross. I just sniffled it. I'm actually going to go downstairs to get dinner with my mom, and then go hang out with Miss Maryland and maybe Miss Delaware, DC, and Alabama, and try not to cry anymore, because I need to pull myself together right now, because I have to walk downstairs, and there's probably cameras down there, even though I'm talking to a camera right now, but you guys are different and you know that. So yeah, I will see you guys in tomorrow's video, which I don't know what that's going to be like, but it'll probably be a little bit more professional than this. Okay, bye guys.